Hello, this is Mike with TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on your 2023 Intech Flyer Explorer. I'm going to walk you around it, show you how to use a few things to get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite. A couple things to think about when you're parking this. Remember, you're going to have to leave room for a bunk on both sides. But I also want you to think about where your power and water connections are going to be. Both going to be up toward the front. Power cord's going to plug in right here on the side. It goes in at, say, about 10 o'clock. Turn it to noon. Put that washer on there and you're set to go. Now, should you need to plug into a 110, in your convenience pack will be a 30 to 15 amp producer. Got your power hooked up. Let's hook up your water. Just to the left of that, you're going to be both your water connections. At campsites, we're going to hook up over here to city water connection. First and foremost, a water pressure regulator. This water pressure regulator is going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi. Protecting the lines in your unit. Always use this when putting fluid into your unit because you don't know what the water pressure is at different campsites. Hook that up. Hook up your hose. Alright, once you got that hose hooked up, come over here and grab the hose out of there. Hook it up here, and that is going to be our power supply for this, or our water supply for this side. Now let's say we're going to go dry camping with this. In that case, we're going to fill up our potable water. Freshwater tanks just to the left of that. Two ways to tell it's full. One, there's a little overflow valve right there. Or two, on the inside there's a button where you can see the level of your freshwater tank. Once that's full, go ahead and remove that hose. Put this cap back on there, and then whenever you want to utilize that water, you'll turn on your water pump indoors. Don't turn on your water pump when hooked up to city water. That's already pressurized. Alright, you got your power and water hooked up. Just go ahead and get the unit level. Hand crank on the front will bring this up and down until you're level. Once you are level, you're going to put down our stabilizing jacks. All four corners got these stabilizing jacks. Got this little hand crank with this notch in it. Line that notch up with the groove in here and run these down. Now, we'll recommend stabilizing jack pads. Alright, so we got our unit level and stable. Let's go ahead and bring out our bunks. These will be locked. When they're not locked, you can just do this simply by hand. Let this down softly. No braces, it's strong enough to do it by itself. Just bring this lip over. I'll open one of these up. Come to the back here. Entry doorway, storage here. Got our fire extinguisher. Make sure that you and everyone that's camping with you knows the fire extinguisher is located over here in case of an emergency. These are vents in case you do use this as a toy hauler. You got some gas fumes in here. 110. Here are all of our lighting. Real quick, you got a max air vent up in here. Remote, we'll turn that on. 4 different speeds. You can open and close the vent without the fan on, or simply hit off, and it's going to close itself up and shut itself off for you. Before opening this up and getting it in our way, I'm going to continue walking you through in here. A couple more 110s, charging ports, USBs, our accent lighting. We got a remote for this sound system. Bluetooth, AM, FM, Bluetooth. I don't know if I'll pick up any stations in here, but let me give it a scan here and see if we can get anything to come in. But really nice sound system from Jensen. Again, a remote for that. While it's scanning, I'll continue in here. There we go. Everything is Zone A. Zone B is if you had outdoor speakers on this. Take this off. To the left here is going to be your breaker box and fuses. ton of 15s and a 40 in there. Highly recommend having some of those with you when you go camping. Down here's your 12-volt carbon monoxide propane detector. Again, more storage here. A couple more charging ports. This is your another smoke alarm and carbon monoxide detector. Pull this to activate your battery. Another vent. More storage. Let's go ahead and bring it on this bunk. Simply unzip these. Use your two-handed jab. We'll see what we can do here. You can unsnap this and remove the entire thing. Or once it's on the bottom, we can roll it up. So we know the bed's down, so we just push this mattress out. Find our bar. So we got a big curved bar here with a hook on the end. We want that to hook up. We have to bring this back in to get our bar here. There we go. I got the bar off from underneath the mattress. So again, we want our shepherd's hook up. We're gonna snap that in there, push it up and out, and simply push this underneath here. There's your bed, both set up the same way. These will roll up and tuck underneath these Velcro areas, or little snaps that'll hold that all up for you. Here are our tie downs. Putting this away, reverse the process, lift up on that, pull this down, tuck your bar up here. I'll zip this back up and lift up from outside. Alright, so brought the bunk back up, shut off all of the lights inside, make sure our vent is closed, lock and deadbolt that. Come around to our campsite here, I'll show you our kitchen area. Down here we got a quick connect LP. Again, this is where your water comes through. Push down on this to pull out. Before I bring it out, we got a kitchen accent here. Here's where you turn on your water pump to get water out of that freshwater tank. And this will turn on the fridge at 12 volt, 110 with GFCI reset out here. Bring this out. Now I'm going to lift up and remove this. Put it out here on these two hooks here. Kind of lift it up in the middle. Same type of hooks here that are on the side. Again, your quick connect LP. There's your plug-in for the 12 volt or electric fridge. Here's your cooktop. You simply turn on your gas, hit that to light. That'll light that up. Underneath here, storage. Again, you have to push this down to bring that back in. Make sure it locks in and shut off your lights. Oh, got to put our table back. Alright, lastly up here front we got our spare tire. Inside of our storage here we will have a hose that hooks up over there on our water. And the tie downs for the batwing awning. Send you a separate video on that. Here's your battery disconnect. That'll disconnect all the battery power to the unit. Speaking of battery power, check your batteries every now and then. Make sure nothing's wiggled loose over time. Here's your propane, lefty-loosey to open on that. Your antenna. That about covers everything. Let's act like we're leaving the campsite. Closed everything up. Come on out here and dump this low point drain right here. If you're dry camping, you want to dump that little freshwater tank. We're going to unhook our power, our water, bring up our stabilizing jacks, and head on home. Again, thank you guys so much for your purchase. Hope you enjoy this flyer for many years to come. Happy camping.